Live across the internet.
Yo, yo.
Yo, what's goody? It's time for another episode of Shooting the Shits. Welcome to the Shit Show. Today we got Preach, we got we got Remo, shots by Remo, and we got, as always, Florida boy Tony. What's good, y'all?
What up, bro? Smacking.
Oh, so we got some heisty business to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So who wants to run that first? Like, who was the Actually, let's go to Remo, because he was gonna be on the he was on video one. He was also pretty much directing this beast. Um, I mean, not even pretty much. That man was telling people where to go, what to do, how to do it.
Yeah.
uh,
And we got it done, though. We definitely got it done.
would you say that was a stressful shoot, or is that common, or?
I feel like it's a mixture of parts could be common, but some of it was kind of stressful. But I feel like it was only stressful because we tried to cram so much good work into a 4-day process. I feel like we probably needed 7 to 14 days to really get done what we wanted to get done. But all in all, it did work out. We got some really good shots. We got some great scenes. Um, man, I got stuff right now that I wish I could show the world some of this stuff right this current moment, but I can't, bro.
They're not ready.
Some of these shots are crazy. Yes, they're not ready yet.
They'll get there. They'll get there eventually. Because, like, what do you think? Okay, so what's the common the time after you're done shooting? Like, how long does it generally take you to to edit a film, or even a music video?
Music videos could be relatively fast for me. Films depends. It's more or less about picking the actual best scene. With a music video, you could pick the best scene, but you got to remember you're not using 10 seconds, 20-second clips in a music video going straight through. You're only using 3 to 5. So for a film or even a short film, you got to use like a good 10-second run, 20-second run, but them shots got to be stable. So you got to pick literally the best angle, the most stablest shot. Like, so editing a film could probably take me about 2 weeks, I want to say.
I mean, that's, to me, that seems like a reasonable amount of time, but it also feels like that's a fast time, really.
It could be a fast time the most, but I feel like it depends on how dedicated you are to what you're working on.
Fair. And then, as far as as far as the actual shooting of it itself, like we battled with a bunch of things. We battled with what, rain. We battled with people jumping out. Um, pretty much. I mean, we battled everything that you possibly could in one setting. Have you ever had to go through that much tribulation?
Not that much.
Not that much.
Not that much. That was like the Twister movie. Weird. Listen, because I don't think I've ever really, like, I've dealt with video shoots where I've had to have umbrellas out, but like having umbrellas out because we got 2, 3 cameras out on set right now, and we're trying to make sure that the cameras aren't getting wet. And we're saying, all right, look, we just need you to do your role real quick and just get it perfect so you don't got to get rained on for too long. Man, it was like, it was hit or miss. We got good shots out of it though, because you could start to see the intensity in certain people acting their roles out. But at the same time, it's like you really only have so many times to get this shot right while we're filming in the rain, because once a person gets soaked, they're soaked.
Yeah, once they soak, you're gonna have to
Yeah,
reset, like dry them off, reset, all that.
literally, bro.
So as far as that's concerned, like we didn't actually have to do any of that. Like, it wasn't really that serious. Um, was there anything that was you know was there anything that was more challenging that you found, other than that, like other than the weather and actors and
Um, Not really. And honestly, it wasn't really that challenging dealing with the actors. It was just so many great ideas that were trying to come out at one time. It was one of them situations for me where I feel like I'm willing to take in everybody's advice on what we're working on, but there's a time and place for when I'm taking this advice.
Facts.
While I'm getting ready to press record is not the time. So it's like, I feel like that's where we started to have like our interferences, because we had cast members that were like crossing paths with the other cast members that were actually acting, and for the videographers that are actually filming. So it's like, damn, now we're getting retakes just for little small mishaps. Now it's okay for 1, 2 situations, but when you do it 3 to 5 times, it's like, all right, this is becoming tedious.
Yeah, that's the
Because
real
you
deal.
had great shots. We're talking about having a great, perfect shot that you could use, and then you're looking at it and you're like, damn, I can't even use this because this person walked behind.
It's it.
But again, it's a part of the craft. It comes with the process. Literally, all it is in action. You know what I mean? All right, cut. We gonna run it back. That's really what it comes down to, bro. Practice makes perfect.
And the other part to that is like, we're dealing with a bunch of music artists and so on. Like, I think a lot of people, it was their very first time on shoot, so getting used to that process alone.
Yes.
Like, what did you think, Florida Boy? What did you think as far as your, was that your first time in a bigger piece, like a not just a music video?
Yeah, most definitely. I honestly didn't know what the hell we were shooting as far as like, was it like a music video? Was it like a movie? Like a short film? But it was cool. I was fucking with it. I was fucking with it. It was definitely.
It started out as a music video. It went into a short film, and then it was just like, we got too much here. I mean, it's gonna have to be a mini movie here.
It was definitely. And that's basically what I was thinking. Like it was moving. Um, Everything was popping up.
would you would you have done anything different?
Yeah, just like what he said with the timing wise, like basically we needed more time. One, being there on time, including myself. I should have been there earlier. Like we just needed more time, and then
Yeah.
everything else felt like went how it was supposed to go. You feel me? We got ups and downs, and that's how that shit gonna go. But everything, nothing gonna go as you plan it. You feel me? So you
Yo,
just gotta. You feel me?
life is what happens while you're planning something else.
Most definitely.
What about for you, Creech? Like, you've been on quite a few sets. Was this one of the bigger projects that you've been on?
This is probably one of the biggest projects that I've been on, and honestly, it was one of the biggest experiences for me to highlight in my career. Honestly, it's my first time doing anything with film, like such as movies and working with dialogue, and with multiple cast members and working with multiple videographers, and I feel like um, it gave me a lot to think about and a lot to learn moving forward as well. So I took a lot from it.
You sounded like me, because that is exactly how I took it. Is like, this was more than I ever expected it to be, and definitely way more involved. I learned so much. When we do this again, it is definitely going down a little bit different.
I felt that. I felt that. We're gonna be running a tight ship for the next one. You hear me?
Right? The quality is just going to keep increasing, because we got 7 more years after this one. Like,
Yeah.
gonna keep going with this thing and trying to just keep moving, keep pushing. Like, what about from the because both of y'all are we're gonna have people on the shit. Actually, Creech, I want to just mention something real quick. You was there last minute, last ad, like, unexpected to having to do that, that role. How was that?
So I was really excited. When I got the news that I was able to act, I was really excited. I was pretty motivated. I wanted to rush right into like what my part was, what I was doing, what my character was, where we were gonna be at. I was excited to travel. I was really excited to be with a lot of the cast members and with you guys and filming for everybody. It was, like I said, a fun experience, and I'm glad I got the opportunity when I did, because like you said, it was last minute, and I felt like I came pretty prepared for my situation, and I had a lot to prepare on the spot for. And I think I handled that pretty well too. So like I said, it was a learning experience that I enjoyed, and I was very optimistic from the start about it, and it just carried me the whole way through it, and I enjoyed it.
That's it. That's
I can genuinely vouch that I can even say that he surprised me.
me too.
Acting, acting, he surprised me. Film, there's not much that he could surprise me with because it's like, yo, I've had you at my side filming for so long that like certain things are just hand in hand. But like acting and seeing you actually, play a real role. When I seen certain shots, I'm like, damn, I'm proud of this little motherfucker. Like, damn, I didn't think you could do this. I mean,
I surprised myself, honestly. Man,
it's
I ain't
not like
gonna
I was
lie.
doubting you, but it's like you know how you never like really put it in a thought process like to picture somebody doing something.
Yeah,
And it's
Yeah.
just one of them
I
things
would
I never
never.
pictured you doing,
Yeah,
bro.
I would never picture
And that's
myself.
the same thing. Like I was gonna say, like because Remo, you ended up playing last minute Max, which is Osama, which he's on Instagram right now. Just giving a big shout outs. Um, so
Yes,
that
sir.
maybe next time his PO will give him some breathing room.
Hopefully.
But it did. I mean, but again, it gave you an opportunity to jump on there and be on the screen. Like, how'd you feel being on that side of the camera in that role?
It felt good. Honestly, I'm too good at improv. I'm good, but I realize I'm too good at improv. Like I start to make this shit sound way too real, literally. And so I don't know if I'm supposed to be changing my direction in my career right now, but I'm trying to be on the other side of the camera, so I don't know. But it did feel good though, bro. It definitely felt good.
What about for Florida Boy? What was your as far as yours went? Like, what was your experience as far as being on the side of the camera? Was it stressful? Was there any like um did you get nervous before going on or?
Yeah, most definitely. Like I always get, I ain't gonna say like I always get, but like it's like when doing anything, like I had to break into it. I had to get a feel for it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really like just into lay on the floor. This is and the third. I was just like, you feel me? Then I had to get comfortable, which was you feel me? Um, like right now for a little piece. Just a second, y'all gotta
Got you with the hard questions.
But he did get some good shots though, bro. Like for somebody that was nervous, you can't tell on camera. You can't tell that he was nervous.
Nah, not at all. He kept. I mean, he was straight face whole time.
I
Like,
don't know if if he's one of them people where when that light hits the red button and he's just I mean it's action if he's just go, but shit.
No, I don't know. I just say more so like damn, like when I just say when everybody giving the energy, then I could get an energy back. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm
I understand that.
that's always giving energy because one, I don't know what type of time the niggas be on. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm always like, you feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm willing to. You feel me? I'm willing to, work with people and do all type of stuff. I don't know. Like I don't know.
you'll end up being. Like I think you both yourself and I mean all three of y'all. Like y'all did an amazing job. Like from my perspective, I didn't know what it was gonna be like working with people that hadn't had that experience before. Like I was not sure how it was gonna turn out. I wasn't sure what could happen because I mean we don't know. Somebody might be a difficult, like they may not be able to act at all, like, and that's really rough. I mean, I was really happy with everybody's performances. There was
I
some
had to go.
rough patches. There's always gonna be rough patches with people just starting out, but even with myself, like just I've never been on film like that, so it was just cool to be a part of the experience and like to see this thing come to life. Because yeah, you imagine something one way, and then it ends up just completely shifting as soon as you get there and you're actually in the moment. It's like, oh, that's not what that looks like, but that looks good.
Right.
Do y'all have that kind of a experience like normally with when you got a video shoot in mind? Like, do y'all go in with something in mind and then realize that it's just not that thing, like it's not what you had in your mind, whether it's location or the way that the person acts?
Sometimes, not every time, but sometimes.
Okay, like what?
Sometimes things just go as planned. Sometimes we just gotta veer off and find a new course. It's Jurassic Park. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want to survive, you're gonna figure it out. Literally, bro. It's survival of the fittest. So it's like, but that comes with anything. Like, if you're great at what you do and you love what you do, you won't find a reason to quit or find a reason to stop. You're gonna find a reason to keep going. Any
Facts.
little thing, any little reason, yo, and every little break I had while we were filming, if I didn't have a person to film, I was outside getting B-roll, bro.
Yes.
I can't
Yes.
sit still. I love what I'm doing. This is my career.
Do you think that's the key to longevity is loving what you're doing, or do you think it's being good at what you do? Some people don't love what they do, but they're good at it. Like an accountant, I don't think they love that shit. I don't think they're
You
like,
have
ooh,
to love what
numbers.
you do in order to become good at what you do. Because
Ooh.
how can you become good without giving it that time and dedication? Bro,
Right,
I've
like,
spent hours in the middle of the night on YouTube, and I went to school for videography and audio engineering, but I still spend hours at night watching videos on YouTube, straight tutorials on how to do this effect or how to make this look like this. Or, bro, you can never know enough. You can never know enough.
All right, so to take that same example, Florida Boy, did your would you say that it's the same for you as far as being an artist? Do you feel like you have to keep learning, or do you feel like it's the passion that keeps longevity, or what is it that keeps you going?
with me,
Yeah.
it's the passion for it. Like I really love music. You feel what I'm saying? I think I told you when I first like did my little 1-2 in the schoolhouse, like third grade, fourth grade, and they went crazy, and I was like, damn, that's me right there. You feel me? I think, like what he said, you gotta really love something to really want to do something. Like you could be doing work for a long time, but be a shitty ass worker. You ain't gonna move up.
Word up.
You ain't finna become manager. You just gonna be that nigga that's sitting right there doing the same thing, complaining to the younger niggas. Oh, you feel me? You gotta really like what you're doing. You gotta love what you're doing to actually go somewhere. And I could say, as far as like the shoot and shit like that, you know how I go to things. Like I don't go with expectations to nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I take everything as a learning opportunity. And as an opportunity just for me to get out there. You feel what I'm saying? Like when we went to Orlando or when we went to New Orleans, like you said, like, it wasn't what you expected it to be. And I was like, man, it's exactly what it was supposed to be. You feel me? Like, that's how it was supposed to go. That's exactly how, because at the end of the day, these are people I don't know. These are like, that's how I'm going around collecting my fans. I got to go do the
Yes.
footwork. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It
100%.
be one day it's going to be a million people out there screaming, ah. Right now, I gotta go grab that. You feel me? Come to my shoe. Come to my shoe. One by one. Come to my shoe. Come to my shoe.
Yeah.
I'm finna be big. Come to my shoe type shit. So, with everything, it be like, for me, it be good. You feel what I'm saying? I love going out and just seeing the different things because I'm not doing this shit Olo, you know what I'm saying? I'm not putting on these shows, whatever the case may be. I'm not telling these people or these artists to come out, whatever the case may be, to come do this stuff for me. So when I go out and I get to do something, even if it's just a little one too, it give me a chance to network. It give me a chance to meet people. Like that is networking and shit like that. But it just give me a chance to, do something different. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Type shit. And I'm always I'm for that 100%. I'm not, I don't hit the club like that. I don't, you feel me? I like the vibe. So when I could get into them little small settings and just, you feel me, do me, that's when I really, you feel me? And I like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just sent you fake 1,000 stars. She's like, I ain't got the 1,000 stars, but I'm gonna send them anyway.
Uh,
That was my mom. So like speaking of live shows and stuff, like I know we did Orlando, we did New Orleans next. What is it? May 3rd. You up for Atlanta?
Atlanta, you already know, yo.
I already know you ready.
Already know, bro. Like,
Yo,
bro,
I
it
just
don't be
hit you
so
earlier about an open. I had a date on the 18th in Wheeling, West Virginia available if y'all trying to do it.
18th of what?
April.
That's like 4 days.
Oh, fabulous.
Huh?
On the 20th, I'm going back to Miami.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
nah, you guys slide back to the yams.
for the 20th.
Yeah, that's my
Oh
birthday.
yeah. The fact that your birthday is 420 though. Come on now.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Come on now.
Easter. You feel me?
Yes,
Because
sir.
it's a marking of a new era, man. This is the way up. This is
Yeah.
you grind for so long. I mean, but I've been in the music industry like 20 years, but I was never given it 100%. Like I asked this what was it? It was yesterday. I said, is there any time that y'all have ever given 100%, like literally 100%?
Pardon me, gentlemen. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I say this, like, for me, it's not whether I'm giving 100% because I feel like I give 100%. It's just the unknown to where I put that. You feel me? Where I put that effort to. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving 100% to what I know, and it might not be to nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing everything I like. You just gave me some ideas for some what you call those
Content.
some reels.
Yeah.
You gave me some ideas for some reels earlier. And then I went back and then I started doing my own little ideas. Today I'm just coming up with ideas so I could shoot. Before that, I was giving 100% to my reels. You get what I'm saying? Doing everything I know. Like, okay, I'm posting back to back to back to back to back. Whatever content I get, whether it's me reading a book, whether it's us acting, whether it's me spitting a verse, I was doing whatever I knew to do until I ran out of shit to do. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I don't feel like people don't be giving they all. I just feel like they don't be knowing. Like, we don't know what the fuck to do and what the fuck to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. See, I like that. I like that. The way that you said that is that, like it's not that they're not giving 100%, but they don't know what they need to be doing. So how can you give 100% if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing? I get that. What about you, Creech? Like, you think that, have you ever given anything 100%?
If I'm being honest, I can't say that I have. I can say that I've given it an honest effort or that I've tried hard enough at it, but I can't say that I've given it 100% because 100% would have given me the results that I wanted out of it.
Yes.
I feel like. So, like everybody else say, like if you give 100%, there's no way you could fail. Like,
Yo, I feel that.
I had.
I feel that. Like, for real. That's me personally, I'm the same way. I don't think I had ever given 100% until I started this journey, like this last leg of the plan. Like, it was like, I've been in school this whole time. Like, I'm in year three of school. I ain't got no summers off because I gotta, I was really bad at math. So like I had to go back to the beginning, get no credits for it, and do all these classes just to be able to get up to this point. And I gave 100% to that, but I wasn't doing it to the music at the time. I wasn't doing this. So giving 100% to something means you can't split that up between a bunch of shit. Like, you can't split that up between a 9 to 5 because most people do not give 100% to their 9 to 5. That's for damn sure.
Not even a little bit.
But it's got to take something out of the percentages, right? Like, that takes out your ability to give 100% to the whatever the other thing is.
Most definitely.
I get that.
But of course, we gotta, like I tell everybody though, you gotta have the 9 to 5 to fund the dream because it's not just gonna fund itself.
Right. Yeah. Life happen. Not even just dreams. The fun of your life. You gotta live.
Yeah.
You gotta live, bro.
Well, that's where that excess comes from because you gotta have the bare necessities. But there's the whole starving artist thing where they'll be like, "Yo, I will eat ramen for the next 3 months just to be able to afford to go to the studio." You know what I'm saying? That was a real time in most artists' life, like where they're picking the art over every other necessity because that's the only thing that matters. Have you ever been in that? I mean, I know Florida Boy, but I mean, if you care to share, have you ever had to? I'm saying you've had your situations and you've had to overcome them. Like, and that's everybody. I mean, I got T.O. out there that's, really pushing it, really going through a hard time, but he finally hit the other side of it. And it's really good to see people that are struggling, but they have this passion, like this burning passion. This is what they want to do. And the world, like, sometimes life gets in the way. Like, life happens to everybody. And you don't get to pick the times when it happens either. It's completely random. So to see it actually start to pan out and for things to start to get better, it's awesome to watch. But it's definitely I don't want to go through those struggles, but we all have.
Right.
Would you say so? Like, Creech, with yours, like, how old are you?
19.
19. How long you been in music?
About 4 years.
4 years.
I've been recording music, yes, sir.
So is that when you started recording, or when you started writing, or what?
I started writing when I was 13, so about 6 years.
Okay. And then what was the change? Like, when did you change over from just writing to considering that's what you did?
When I started writing music, I was actually in the group home. I was doing 2.5 years, and when I got out, I met Don Remo, And had his studio at the time, and I was living in Blairsville, Pennsylvania. He came like an hour every day to come record me, and like when I recorded my first song, I believe it was Happy Ever After. I recorded with him. Uh, I had him come into my house like twice a week to record a song, and then eventually I was shooting a video to every song that I was recording with him, and that's really what got me started with like wanting to create music professionally and like do it as a mainstream artist, I guess.
Would you say so? Is your goal to be mainstream? Like, are you trying to go up and be on the top
Absolutely,
40?
100%,
What about you?
100%.
What about you, Florida? Boy, you trying to go top 40?
Yeah, most
He
definitely.
said number one.
Yeah, that ain't even top 40.
That ain't even on the list of things. The numbers are way. Damn. So like, okay, so as far as that goes, like, do you think that you have to cater to like the algorithm to be able to reach that number one, or do you think that you need a team to do that? Like, how do you think that you can achieve that number one place? It ain't the music. Every artist that I know is ultra confident about their art. Like, they're like, this is what I do, and of course, other people are gonna like it. They just gotta hear it. They always have a reason. Now, I will say they always got a reason why it ain't working out. But do you guys cater to the algorithm or cater to the people, or are you just making your art and hoping that it catches?
Me, go ahead, y'all.
I feel like when I first started out, I was kind of just hoping for the best, posting at random times, posting random things, and kind of just recording and releasing. More recently, I'd say in the last year or so, I've tried to be more consistent and be more aware of the algorithm and specific techniques and way to go about things and being more professional about things, how I communicate, how I go about certain things, even how I post certain things. Like there's little specifics that I've been trying to learn to kind of edge that on a little bit more, because I feel like if you just hope for the best, you're not gonna, like I said, you're not gonna get what you want out of it. You kind of gotta force the results out of it. Like,
That's so you're not. So you would say that you're not really you're not you're not catering to the algorithm. You're just using it as a tool.
right.
Okay, okay. What about you?
I'm out here frolicking, man.
Oh shit.
I'm just cause like I don't know, like that's the whole thing. Like before, like I heard you always, to me, I'm hella like I grew up in the town, bro. Everything fraud, fraud, fraud. Everybody trying to scam you. So I believe little to what I hear. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe shit. And if I see an ad, I'm automatically thinking AI. You feel what I'm
Yep.
saying? So when motherfuckers I see an ad, oh, you should do this, boost your music. I'm not really paying it no mind. You know what I'm saying? It's not until I say met you that I really started paying the algorithm or tried to start paying the algorithm some attention. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still kind of sort of doing the same thing, like just trying to keep up with the posting, hoping that bitch catch. Like I know I'm doing some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be studying. Like,
Yo, I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna be real. Like and it's not even a self plug, but if you guys go to my YouTube on my channel, I got a bunch of playlists. Those playlists have everything from business, like music business, to recording, to mixing, like all those random things. You go to my YouTube and there's plenty of playlists. You couldn't get through them in a couple years because I've been collecting this knowledge for probably like 4 or 5 years now. Like now there's some in there that's like crazy. Like I don't expect everybody to go through all of them, but if you have a question about something, it's in there. I promise you. If it's about the music industry, it is in there. And that's where like that's what I did. I went to YouTube University. I was certified in Pro Tools like 2008, but I didn't use that. Like I didn't use that at all. Like because I don't like Pro Tools. As soon as I found Ableton, I was like, oh shit, this is how it's supposed to look because it just made sense to me. But like until you find that DAW that actually works for you, like that recording process, I was recording on boards. Like we was actually in physical boards at the time, going to I mean it was still digital in the sense that it was recording to a digital recorder, but it was all on the board. That's what we got certified on. Would you guys be interested in that type of education? Like if there was a, like, you know, you got to go to Full Sail, would you want to go to it, or do you think that that would take too much from your art?
I feel like being open minded would expand my art more than separate from it. I feel like it would make me more versatile. It would make me more open to trying a different like process of recording, and even like trying new things in regards to like what I'm recording, like trying new styles, trying new instruments, trying new sounds. Like I feel like that would create a more open space in my head for that.
And that's, you know, and it makes a lot of sense though as well that you're, you know, you're 19 at the time, so you got a lot of time to really be able to like hone in. Like you're already ahead of the curve because you started at an early age. So when you start at that early age and you're doing, you know, a lot of the right things, and you have somebody like Reem that has the experience, then you definitely, it makes a huge impact on the long term.
Right.
Um, Soda Boy, would you say that did you have anybody that was like, you know, like I don't want to say managing, but like trying to help guide you, like maybe some big ups? Nah, nah,
You, yeah,
nada.
you,
Yo,
you.
hey man, I'm trying to help everybody.
For this shit, bro, I really just been doing everything on my solo, bro. Like I'm thinking this how we gonna blow. You feel me? I'm gonna go to the studio, make a hard song, hit the stage, and you feel me? That's him.
Yeah,
That's how I'm thinking. You see, like I was going to shows like 4 times a week, like literally, you feel? Like literally, no cap. Just trying to blow, bro. Trying to blow, trying to blow. Going to the studio, recording new songs, posting the shit, going to shows, seeing if that shit gonna go, bro.
and you think so? Okay, so that does bring me to, because that brings me to like a question, which is, you know, did y'all ever end up because I know you said you did a lot of shows. Creech, have you done live yet?
Yeah, I've performed live in a couple of cities. Yes, sir.
Y'all gonna see a countdown because I didn't press the record on Riverside. I got it recorded on all the other platforms. Um, so yeah, that's so you've done live before. Did you feel like when you first started that all you had to do was record and then go live, you know, and do shows, or did you feel like it was did you feel like you could just, you know, there was something else to it? You did have to have marketing.
So honestly, performing now for me, I would use that as a kind of a marketing strategy. So at the same time of me marketing, I would go and perform like a new song and kind of promote it that way and kind of push it like in the performance, perform it, and after the performance, kind of like tell people where to find it, what's it called. Like that's kind of what I do when I perform.
Yeah.
So I feel like I would use that as a marketing strategy rather than marketing it after the performance or before.
Yo, that's, you know, that's kind of funny because like I actually considered the music, like the music, the videos, all that. That's just marketing for your brand. Your brand is what you're really selling, because most people don't make money off of music. Who's buying physicals? Nobody. Like unless they're collecting. Like, so if nobody's buying physicals, then what do you? I mean, what are you making money on? Like your live shows, you definitely make money on live shows, or at least you should, because a lot of people, you know, they're still doing it for the love. Because no, I mean, when you're at a certain level, it's difficult to get paid to do your original music. You know, we had a who was it? Hope, that's in the that played the sniper in the hashtag Heist Club. Um, she was she does that for a living. Like she plays 2 to 4 shows every single week, but it's not her original music. It's covers, because that's what people are willing to pay for because they're familiar with it. And she, you
Right.
know, she rides this line between that's her job. Yeah, she gets to play music in front of people every single day, but at the same time, she's not able to do a show of her own like at this point because she's busy with that. Like she's busy making her
Right.
living off of doing. Um, would you guys ever consider doing something like that? If, and I know it's not really in the hip hop genre, but like if you could do covers versus your original, if you could do covers over your originals, but you would get paid for the covers and not for your originals, would you go that route just so you could perform? Florida Boy, I'm gonna put it to you first.
Me,
Yeah, cause
you know, for cover, if I could cover Florida Boy Tony, like I'm covering it because
I like that.
hell, no, I'm not that type of nigga. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, it took me a long time to even like really think about writing for somebody else. Like that was hard for me. Like I was like, these are my lyrics. This is what I'm coming up with. Why the hell would I want somebody else like
Yeah.
singing my shit? I don't want to go up there. And I'm not saying pretending or pretending to be. I get the whole, but that's like, what the hell you want me up there singing somebody else shit for? Like, what the fuck? That don't make sense.
All right, all
It
right.
don't make sense to me. Like,
I like that
have your
answer.
DJ play that shit and vibe. Like, you don't have to have me up there doing like I don't know. I feel like if you pay for me, you should want to see me and what I have to offer. You hear me?
I
Not
agree.
see me do somebody else stuff. It's like you paying me to put on the goddamn show. I ain't no time.
Yeah, but you got a 9 to 5, right? And it takes out of the dream. This is at least part of that dream. And you know, when you spend that much
It's
time on
not,
stage,
but the dream is not the. You see, I'm in love with music. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
So whether I make $1 million off my shit or if I make no money off my shit, it's my shit. That's what I want to produce. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going out there to be. I want to be super duper famous or whatever the case, but I'm just going out there to touch the people with what the fuck I got. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going out there to put on no goddamn shit. Yeah, I'm going out there to put on the shit. I ain't going out there to like, you feel me?
Yes.
Like, to be honest, like that ain't a part of the dream. Like selling, I feel like that's selling myself. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta put on the show to another nigga song. That's how I look at it. Like I'm putting on the show. Like, you feel me? We already got the movie. Like, come on, now.
Yeah.
What more you do?
Yeah.
What more you want me to do?
Yes, sir.
Hashtag Heist Club in this beast. And we
11:30.
do need some merch. Drew,
Damn there.
DIG, Dig Entertainment.
Nah,
Drew
it's
was on the photos for
11:21.
that shoot. He just said we need to get some Heist
Yeah.
Club merch. We definitely do.
We definitely do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I want to get
We
some of
got-
these gold bars.
Could, but no, but just me personally, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to sing at somebody's wedding, but I want to sing my song at somebody's wedding. You
That's
feel
right.
me? I don't mind like if I get to do my song, throwing in somebody else's song, but and doing a little karaoke, I don't mind doing it. But going up there strictly for
4 hours.
yeah, I
4
feel like
hours.
performing shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Not really on some you perform because nobody remembers you. Nobody gonna remember you. Nobody gonna remember Florida Boy went up there and put on the show, whatever the case. They gonna remember we had a good time and we were listening to Lil Baby. You
I
feel
can,
me?
you know, I'm not gonna lie. I thought yes, but I'm gonna be the contrarian here. I actually do. You know, I've heard quite a few covers I prefer the cover over the original even. So like you can bring your own style to this stuff. I know RFS when he did his, because he does the same thing as Hope. You know, they're live gigging musicians, and gigging musicians just their passion is to perform. Like that's the number one thing. They love to be on a stage. They love to be in front of people playing the instruments. Like do you play, Preach, do you play any instruments?
I do not. I used to play the saxophone in middle school, actually, and I lost interest and started rapping.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, a lot of people. What about Florida Boy? Do you play any instruments?
I can play whatever instrument you want me to play. Real like I don't play no instrument like professionally, but I do like get in front of some keyboards and I can play a song.
All right.
Put me in some drums, I could make a beat. You feel me? Give me a guitar and I could scrum you some keys, like real life. You feel me?
We about to test that theory, man. We gonna test that theory.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on, come on,
Yeah.
real life.
We gonna have to play with some shit. So all right. So same question back to you. When it comes to the you know, covers versus like your originals, do you feel like it's like Florida Boy where it's not selling out, like you said, not selling out, but like that's not the dream, that's not the goal.
So I feel like I'm kind of on the same page. I really wouldn't want to see myself doing something for somebody else, because, like I said before, it would take something away from something that I could be doing for myself. Like if I'm up here performing somebody else's song, well, why couldn't I just found a slot to go perform my song somewhere else at this time? Because I feel like I'd be wasting my time at that point. I'm not writing my own music. I'm not listening to beats. I'm not talking to no producer. I'm not booking no studio time. I'm not shooting no videos. I'm not, you know what I mean? So I feel like I'd be wasting my time doing that.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you have a 9 to 5?
I do.
All right. So which do you think is leading towards the best? Is it because of the pay for the 9 to 5, or is it because of the experience? Because like I know that some of my 9 to 5s have been in marketing. Like I was literally in marketing for 6 years, so it was like that
Right.
perfect, good. Like I enjoyed that, and that taught me to be aware of the marketing aspect. So like you can be learning in your 9 to 5, and it's cool, and it does go towards the dream. But being on stage, no matter what, we know that that's going to be, that absolutely is critical, because those two characters that I said earlier, like RFS and Hope, man, they can crush a stage. They have gone through every single possibility, with people talking in the crowd to people having a fist fight right in front of them. Like they've had a lot of stage time. So do you feel like that would be beneficial though over your 9 to 5, or?
It could be. Absolutely. But I like he said, like I feel like if I'm not if I'm not doing my own thing, I feel like the show's not for me. Like it's not, I don't know,
Yeah,
like
it's
I'm
not your show.
performing for somebody else, like I'm in somebody else's shoes.
Yeah.
Like he said, people wouldn't even recognize me by my name. They recognize me by the song they're listening to.
Okay. Okay. So you're saying, so pretty much, if you're not making your music, then it doesn't feel like they'd appreciate your version of the other song, though. 'Cause I'm pretty sure both of y'all. I'm pretty sure that y'all can make a remix on any song, and it's gonna be, especially. I see you looking serious, because I've heard a remix of yours, and that shit is fire, Florida boy. I done seen the remix abilities, so like obviously you can impress
But
people.
is that the thing though? Am I going and doing a remix on my song, my version of the other song, or am I going there? Like, here's the thing, like with singing, with a lot of singing, I feel like you could do that. Like, I'm not no singer though. You feel me? With singing, you could do with even with country music, you could do covers. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't, cause with my I don't know, because I have a lot of different styles. But with my style, it ain't really like, I don't feel like I fit into nowhere that I would want to cover somebody else. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's who's covering rap artists nowadays, like realistically. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he definitely right about that. Hey, Chris,
Cover,
I gotta jump off. I gotta go pick up my lady from work, bro.
Hey, you goody, bro.
I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. You hear me?
All right.
you know?
Easy, y'all. So like I guess the question becomes like, what if you don't want to do the covers, and you feel like that's as far as, I don't know anybody that's covering rap, like not a single person, even though I would love to see that show, just saying. um
Put it on. Put it on.
yeah,
I got you.
and if ain't nobody doing it, man, shit, I'm about to fill 4 hours, no problem. um so like, all right, so your goal is to to be you, and be able to like to do what you want to do. Like you said, you're out here frolicking and shit. Like, so you doing the damn thing. Like you just doing what you feel is feels right. So you go by a lot of gut instinct. When we did the live show, you're like, I said, what's the let's make a live set, and you're like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna play. What you mean you don't know what you're gonna play before you go in? That's crazy to me. I've never even thought to do that, because it's like, I don't care. Me personally, I don't care what they are looking for, what they feel like. I'm gonna give them my best songs regardless. And if they don't like them songs, they ain't gonna like them songs. But you actually go by the feeling in the room, the feeling of the people, and all that. That's crazy.
Most definitely. I feel like you got to, because not everything is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
sometimes people not going to be on the same type of time as you on. You feel what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong for you to adjust. People not going to adjust to you. Like, you living in a world with other people, not the other way around. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't wrong. You're not wrong. Like that's a great way to look at it. That was my first experience ever having anybody have that perspective on it. Like, and so it was really cool to watch and
Gotta
go.
get-
It was scary, that's for damn sure. Cause like I want everything to go as good as possible. It should be planned, you know. Like you look at people like let me like Michael Jackson. You look at
Yeah.
how coordinated his set was. If he were to go, all right, you got to know all of the dances to every single thing because I might play this and I might play that. That ain't gonna work. Like in that, you know what I'm saying? Like that'd be crazy. That's like 30 motherfuckers trying to learn the same dance to 50 different things. That's possible.
We might play Thriller tonight, so you guys,
Y'all better be
you gotta
ready.
be ready.
Shit. I heard that was the most choreographed, like up to a certain point, that was the tightest choreographed video ever seen. Because like there's a point where they draw a picture under their feet, like when they do a jump, and they are all exactly the same height. Like they did everything. Like everything was to the T. Do you feel like your stage show is a lot looser than that? Like, you know, you just said feeling the vibes, running.
Yeah, I feel like it's way looser than that because with a lot of that comes with um I don't have no set choreography, no set moves I could do on that. You know what I'm saying? It's all off of feeling. Sometimes I'm not feeling it at all, and if I don't have nothing pre-planned, you feel me? So yeah, I do, but I do want to get. I don't know, cause I don't be.
Looking for that beat. Called nine
It ain't
volts.
even about no beat, bro. Like I do want to be professional with it. You know what I'm saying? I do want to be on some type of time, but
I mean, it's not even a matter of professional. It's just the type of show that it is. Like, so I know a lot of bands that do that have no obviously a lot of bands don't have choreography. They play their instruments and they do it however they do it. But
I say nobody I watch. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like my age group stuff like that. Like that shit kind of died down. You feel what I'm saying? Like of actually having people being on some type of like having some type of choreography. You know what I'm saying? It when I'm watching people on stage, if I'm watching people on stage, they just on stage doing them. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like I don't know how to explain it.
it probably
Like
feels that way though.
we ain't really grow up on the Michael Jackson era or the like them old people era when they singing and
Yeah,
they in groups and stuff like that.
yeah. And I ain't even talking about that kind of choreography, like, because choreography, people are like, oh, it's a dance that everybody does at the same time. I mean, choreography in a show, like choreography could be, all right, so I'm gonna step out here, I'm gonna get to this point on the stage, and then I want the lights to change to this. Like that's still choreography, regardless of what your, you know, like your body action is. It ain't got to be a dance or not. Um,
Yeah, like
and so like I mean, I'm not opposed to dancing. I don't particularly. I never will on stage. That's for damn sure. You got to get enough
mm,
drinks in me to make me dance. Um, but like as far as the stage show goes, like y'all are, you know, you're trying to show people your best possible show. Like you want to give them a good time. They, you know, they paid for a damn babysitter to get out here. They got fun, all that shit. They gonna have to, you know, they had to plan for this. They spending their money doing, you know, coming to see you. So like I feel a certain amount of responsibility to give the best show I can. And if I go, you know what, I'm gonna switch it up at the end. I'm gonna put this song that I ain't even played live, but you know what, I feel these people might be the ones. And that shit go bad. I feel so bad, not for me, for them. Like, so have you ever had a show? What's the worst show? Like, what's the worst moment in a show you ever had?
I think my worst show was my first show. I
Good
can
time
say
to
that.
have it. The fact that you came back at it.
Um, yeah, I was standing still. I ain't had no dreads. I had like a little fro, whatever the kid maybe. I was just standing still, rapping. And I can say I had a couple of shows where like I did mostly standing still, but I feel like that was my worst show. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like every other show, I don't know, bro, because I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm just this type of this and the third. Because I feel like shows ain't go how I thought it would how it was supposed to go. But then I had people coming, oh, that was hard. This is that and
Right.
the third. Oh, that was hard. Like I don't go into it like, oh shit, this one I'm finna go do this. I just go in there, fingers crossed. Hopefully I do my dollar. You feel what I'm saying?
Leave it out.
And
Let the cards fall where they may.
yeah, and they always, if for some reason God always looking out for a nigga, bro. Like real life. I haven't gone to one show where somebody just like I just did my show and it was just like I just did my show.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody at every single last one of my shows, somebody came up to me, yo, that was nice. I like that. That was nice as fuck. Ooh, somebody said something to me, like they gave me that yeah, you doing for me in my back of my head. I don't even know if I should be doing this shit. They came back with that reassurance, like, yeah, you supposed to be doing that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
You doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like this for you type shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I'm writing and shit, before I show the world my shit, I be like, I don't even know. To me, it do be hard and shit like that. To me, like, I don't know if it's gonna be hard to somebody else though. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just going off of the way I feel. You feel me?
What else can you do? I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You know, it's my mom said happy birthday, and then she said she's got to see one of your shows.
Appreciate it. And most definitely.
Yeah, fan.
See, if you want to come to my show, I'm not gonna be singing no crazy. I gotta do that.
She'll let you know. She'll let you know. She said she said you go, it's driving her crazy that beep in the background. She's like 9 volts will fix it. You got anything on your page from your lives? I know you got at least 2 of them on your page from the lives, yeah, from your stage shows.
I had a lot of stage shows on my live. You remember they behind my pictures. I posted it backwards and stuff.
So, I mean, so that means that you just got a chance to post that as the first picture then, like now. Like
that's the whole thing. Like, sometimes I be wanting to take stuff down and put them back up, but I be like, people would be like, I already seen this already.
Who? There's 7 billion. There's 7 billion people in the world. There, a third of that is English speaking, so that's pretty much your primary market. If that's the case, then how many views did it get? If it got less than I don't know, 1 billion, then I think you're pretty good. Most people have not seen it.
I know more.
You know what I'm saying?
Put them back up.
Yep. If you feel like, because if I haven't seen it, then it's new to me. Like when I first met you, I went through and looked at the Instagram, and like I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that there was live shows behind the pictures. Because like it's just like, all right, another picture group, all right, another picture group. I ain't see the live, so I had to go back through. But I did go back through, and that's where it's like, when people discover your stuff and they go and they see what you have to offer, and they like that shit, they're gonna keep coming back. Like they don't care if they've seen that song 100 times, because shit, I like that song. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is a goodie, and they understand that you're promoting your shit. So it's like, just push every chance you get. Like promote yourself, promote even old. Not old, but like it is old. It's old to us because we lived through it. Other people have not seen it. You're gaining more attention every day. So just let the new people in. What's your next show? Like when you go to Miami, do you ever do them one night onlys?
I be trying to. I be barely getting sleeping when I get down. I be trying to. I probably hit the studio one time and then it's back on the road. Like that's literally how that shit been going. Probably go get a haircut. Boop boop boop. Studio. Back on the road.
Back out. Yo, that's the life though. I mean, that's what we do. I mean, I've been doing that shit as long as I can remember. Just get in, do what we got to do. I did. There is something else scheduled for this spot. That's why I'm here. I didn't just do this because it's I get to get away from the week. It's like I have a mission. I'm a complete the mission, and then I got some side time.
You got people here. Oh, you ain't even come through. I didn't do what I wanted to do. Like, don't be mad at me.
Yeah, yeah. So what's your next show? Like, what's the next show somebody can catch you at? Is that the May 3rd?
Probably, but most likely it's gonna be this Thursday. They got something going on. I read online that it's like a bar over here. They do shows where they have open mics every Thursday. So
which one is that? Is that the 908 or is that which club is that?
Give me like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's one that for them live shows, I really do enjoy going to open mics. It's actually where we met at. It was an open mic.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like you just go out there, you throw a song down. Now a lot of times you go to an open mic, they're like, all right, so they almost treat it like karaoke. It's like, we got this type of connector. You got it or not? No? Oh damn. Can I email it to you? No? All
Can we
right.
go on YouTube?
Can you go to YouTube real quick? Type this in. Um, but like, but really though, I mean, honestly, like, if you're prepared, like you are, like I know you roll around with a hard drive with you, so you're
Yeah.
prepared. You got that shit ready. You're ready to go. Um, is there any advice you give in that field where it's like always be prepared as an artist?
Most definitely, I'll say that. Always keep a thumb drive. Always have your phone like fully charged. Always know where your music at. You feel what I'm saying? And always have your music readily available to send off, because like that hold up the show, it just gets annoying. It gets annoying from an artist's point of view. It'd be annoying. So I know from the other end that it'd be annoying too. Like, just have your music readily available to go, man.
Yeah.
All the time, all the time, all the time.
Always. That's I mean that's I just heard that recently about audio engineering where it's like, if you are willing, if you are willing to work, you're ready to work, and you got obviously your skill and your work ethic, like you will have endless work as long as you are willing to put in that effort, put in that time. Um like, and you're ready to go when it's time. When it's time to roll, let's do it. You don't want to be like, "Oh, hold on, I got to go get this shit out, like I got to go drive somewhere to
Let
go
me
get
go.
some."
Let me go try to see if I can. Oh, it's back. And there'd be some was like an opportunity to be in your face that you ain't even expecting. You know what I'm saying? You'll just be in a little joint, and you'll not know somebody to be in there. You feel me? Somebody bigger be in there and be like, well, if somebody could just, you feel me, want to it real quick. I got my shit right here. I'm ready. Come on. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then when you're ready, they say it straight up. They're like, "Yep, hey, go ahead and go on right now. You got a chance to go up in front of this crowd. Cool, good to go. I'm
Yeah.
ready." So like, there's a couple things there. So when you was talking about the music being under the pictures, got my cousin's out there. She's going to go look at the live performances right now. She said, um, and we got so when you got here, we talked about sleep and everything and doing that one night only thing. Like when you got here, how much sleep did you end up getting? Did you end up getting decent sleep, or was you tired the whole damn time?
When I got over there,
Yeah, for the Heist Club.
what time we had got to the hotel? Like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning.
Exactly.
It was good though. You feel me? Nah, cause as soon as I got, let me not cap, bro. As soon as I got to the hotel, we knocked out. We had got up probably like right before, cause breakfast ended at 9. We got up right before it ended. We got some breakfast. We headed out. It was decent. It was decent. It was decent. And then on top of that, I feel like, I don't know. We had a lot of waiting time. You feel me? We had a
Yeah.
lot of waiting.
That's a lot of that's the other part to it, like that I had to learn is the fact that you have all these ideas and how much you can get done in a single day, but like all this shit's got to line up in a perfect. And when you're doing it independently, this isn't we ain't got a team that's like setting this up as we're doing one. It's like you get done with one, shit, we got to get this set up, like because we're the ones setting it up. Like we fortunately we had Suzanne just and Jess like just killing it, like helping
Yeah.
with all the sets. Rachel, all,
Yeah, they was doing $8. They was doing $8. We're having everybody where they needed to be and having everything how it needed to be and having everything like go, 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 go. And she blessed us that night with the little room, not the little room, but the big room. We
man,
appreciate her.
how could we not, like everything that anybody did was really appreciated because it made the process so much smoother. If this was just me and y'all, one cameraman, I don't know how we could have done it. Like I really don't even know. Because like they brought so much to this experience. Like the people that are behind the scenes, the people that aren't even looking for the payday at the end. They're literally doing it out of love and making this thing come to life. That's
People that ain't even in the camera.
yeah.
Shoot me. Like, nah.
You got your girl ended up in on the camera too. We that's the being able to share that experience. I thought that was cool too. Like y'all getting into a movie together at the same time. Like that's dope. Man, that's
Yeah.
so
It's like we walking through it. We do a lot of stuff, like a lot of firsts together and stuff like that.
yeah.
Like we got them together first time. We seen Snow together the first time. You feel me? We went to the writers camp. I went to my first show by myself, but you know.
Oh, but it can't always work out. You know, people got, like me and my wife is the same way. Like we walk through life together. Like, and
Yeah,
that's just
definitely.
because that's my best friend. Like, what the hell else do I want to do? Like, that's a person I want by me when I'm doing shit like that, and they happen to be interested in the same thing that I do. So
Yeah,
yeah,
most
done.
definitely.
Most people, I don't know. I don't know if other people have that. Like, if other people are that blessed to actually be with their best friend, but like, it's really cool to see when you can spend that much time together, and people ask you like all the time. People ask us how, like, because I enjoy her company. If
We
I
fight to stay together.
Yeah,
Fight.
yeah, absolutely, 100%. There's gonna be disagreements. I ain't had not a single person in my life ever not have a disagreement with me. That's crazy. Like, if I find that person, I don't even know. Like, hey, you can chill, like you can stay here, but that's not gonna happen. Like, I've never met a single person. I met lots of people that I didn't have some type of disagreement with. That's okay. Like, I understand that too, though. Like, I'm not trying to hold grudges or hold petty shit. It's literally just I I'm gonna disagree with you, and that's okay. Like, it just depends on who's got the last. Like, when it comes to the people that helped out, like, even, I mean, you had not only Dig or Drew doing his thing, like, you had Jaden out there doing the other camera. We had Reach on the side of the camera as well. Like, of course, Remo doing his thing, but like, cast members doing their part too, like, helping out with moving shit, doing shit. Like, we had how many sets? I mean, really, literally, how many sets did we have? Like, one,
The room,
nine? Like,
the
nine of the
room.
bitches?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, that's a
Then
lot
y'all
of shit.
move.
The what?
I said, and then y'all move.
Yeah, yeah, and that was, I mean, we were flying by the by the seat of our pants at some points, because like the same day that we were scheduled to go to the primary location was the property manager said, nah, not gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna go out there. What do you mean you're not gonna go out there? Like, you can't just last minute say we're not gonna do that. So she put me in contact with the actual property owner, and we had to rent it instead of it being like, for the love. And that put us back a bit, but it was, I mean, it actually worked out better because we had 24 hours a day instead of just what time she had. So, like, we this whole movie was like, for it to get made, lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Just this part of it, like, get the writing part, the music part, because this thing's deep. It's deep.
Yeah. Like, no, I say one thing about it, bro. It done gave me a different, like, the finisher and shit. Like, I'm looking at life like we gotta do everything,
Yeah.
bro. Like, it's crazy. Cause I remember when we was first talking about it. Even when we first met, you feel me? We spoke a little people, and then you was like, hey, yo, I got this project. I want you to be on SYZ. I'm just like, I thought about it, and I'm like, you feel me? It's gonna be something, but I ain't think it was gonna be what it was. You know what I'm saying? And how it followed through is like, you ain't skip a beat. You know what I'm saying? You laid from way back. We gonna start recording in this, but we're gonna start doing this. We're gonna start dropping in this. They just started dropping in this. And even before my shit was fully, I say, because we just finished. We just put that last piece on
Yeah.
that other. But even before my shit was fully like finished, I'm thinking like, damn, am I like, it's everything still finna go? We was still dropping, like, this person done dropped. Everybody still pushing how it was supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, damn. And I'm watching everybody, like, not as far as like the people that was on the project. Y'all watching them, but I'm talking about, like, I'm watching different people Instagrams, just different creators Instagrams as the days going by. And then I'm watching you too. And I'm like, damn, like, y'all really doing this shit. Like, this shit, not no, like, you know what I'm saying? It just made me think, like, life really is, you know what I'm saying? Everything obtainable, you just gotta really do that shit.
That's all there is to it, right? Like, to do it. Like, if you can, I don't want to be like kind of lame or like kind of cringe in this bitch, but if you can, dream it, then you can do it. R. Kelly. Uh, like, if you can think about it and you want it bad enough, then you can make it happen. But I could not, me personally, I could not have made it happen without the people that were involved, without yourself, without my wife, without Suzanne, without all the other artists that are on this thing. Like there's so many people that are gonna that were impacted, that were impactful to the project, but also impacted by it. So it's like it's way bigger than yourself. Like that's what it is. It's bigger than us. It's bigger than just one individual. And so like, and that's the dream for me. That's the dream, is just bringing as many people as I can up. And if I got knowledge that I can share, then I'm trying to share it. If I got any way to help people out so that we can all elevate together. And then we got don't forget about the that's true too, where the money's at. I was looking at them comments. See, I always get behind. My bad, y'all. I always get behind on the comments. It's because I'm engaged in conversation. I'm not looking at the comments, or it's when I see them, it's way the fuck out, and I look up, I go, nope, ain't answering that. But nah. Oh, Jess. So Jess had to throw that one in there. She said, "You always need women to make things run smoothly." Not always true. Have you ever been to the club? But
they no. Real life though, I do. They do be making a lot of ain't not one thing I could say I've seen put together that a woman ain't half handed and it ain't go smooth.
Facts. Facts.
Like like
women can make. I mean, it can go either way, but I know that if men are the only ones in charge, that shit's gonna get it's gonna be more sloppy than whatever. Like they said,
but it's gonna get to the point. It's gonna get done.
It will get done. It will get done. That's the main thing, right? But so with your experience there, like working with, I know that you said that you had you wanted to do a song with another female, like you wanted to have a female on the record, do a part. Have you thought about like what you're gonna do with that? Like if you would want a specific type, or are you just gonna go, all right, it sounds good, rock it? How do you decide who is able to be on that track?
You see, and that's the thing. Like, okay, when I'm not no green ass person, so if I tell somebody, "Hey, I want you to be on the song," and they get on the song, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say, "Hey, it's not what I'm looking for. Give it back." Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it sounds good. Let's put it out. That's all.
Sound good. That's but that's that's honestly that's my my only judgment there is like I'll check it, and when it sounds good, it sounds good. I can't do anything else to it. Like, but am I honest with myself? Does it sound as good as it could sound? That's the thing I constantly wrestle with. Is it as good as it can be? Because I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for excellent.
Yeah, but then my question would be like, see, the voice I when I'm singing this shit, the voice that come to mind is my voice. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, a girl voice, but it's nobody in particular voice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro.
I'm the same way.
To get on there, do their thing. You feel me? I don't want to. Of course, I want to. I ain't gonna say I don't want to tell you how to sing it, because of course I want you to sound how I need you to sound, especially like hitting the notes at a certain point. But I want you to feel like that's you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get into it and really just, you feel me? And then I don't want somebody to feel like they done did their best, they done tried their best, they done gave it their all, and Antonio don't like it.
Yo, that's yeah. Well, I mean, if there's times. So I'm not gonna say any names, but there's times where I've got records that this girl, she really wanted to record with me, and she all this big plans. Then I was like, cool. I mean, she had the look. She had shown me one song that she had done. Okay, I was like, all right. So what's this new song? She sends it to me, and she's like, now don't mind the vocals, they're a little bit rough, but I lost my engineer, so he used to fix them up a little bit. So if you could, just check it out as raw, just so you know. Yo, that was hard to listen to. It was really hard to listen to. I was like, there ain't no fixing that. There is no fixing that. Like, I know I done told you that your voice is good and so on because I heard that other song, but whatever the fuck he was doing, like, he was doing it right, because that, I can't fix that. I can't even listen to that. There's no way. It was bad. bad, bad. You know, I normally like I could see like I could see the end result and go, okay, yeah, yeah, we can work with that. But and I've never had anything other than that one person, and it was like, nope, I can't. Nope, I cannot fix it. I don't suggest you fix it, and maybe you might want to consider this a hobby. Like, otherwise, I'm like, oh no, you can get better and so on. There is no fixing that. There is no fixing that. But you would have known it by hearing her first song, the one that she shows you. Man, I have no idea what he did. I don't even know. I would not want to know what he did because that means he had to listen to it that many times. I got halfway through it and I couldn't finish the song, and that's never. That is literally never. So, sometimes your best is not good enough. At least for somebody, like, you know, for other people, because like obviously it was good enough for her to want to share it and be very confident about it. She was very confident. Uh, but like, you know, I feel like um yeah, there are no promises for no either. Um, do you feel like if you had to encounter somebody like that, how would you approach that like letdown? Like, would you just tell them that shit sucks, terrible, you should quit today? Or would you like, or would you, you know, like, hey, it's good, but you know, would you ease it in there or what?
Um, I get this a lot. I work at the mental hospital, so I got a lot of, hey, check this out.
Oh yeah, you got time when you got time.
um, I never tell nobody that they shit garbage or they. And then I got people that be saying, "Best Tone, stop lying, no man, no, that shit ass, stop lying." Like, don't say that, family. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's somebody for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's music out there that's doing they thing right now, and I feel like it's straight garbage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I probably just tell them like, if I don't like it, you know, I'll probably say something like, you know, your music. You just need to find the right people. You know what I'm saying? I tell them work on your the tempo, work on like how you saying it, like say it better, like, you know, give it some more of this. Give it like I try to point them into trying to make the song better to my ears
Yeah.
without telling them like I don't like your song. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I never flat out tell somebody I don't like that shit, even if I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I just try to, you feel me? I'm always trying to, especially an artist to another artist. I don't want nobody telling me my song ass. And I feel like I haven't, I done made good songs, and I feel like I got some ass songs that nobody hear. Like 2, 3 niggas, you feel me? And them niggas giving me basically, I hope what I'm giving them other niggas, because to me, I know the song guys. You feel me? Or in my head, like it ain't hitting how it's supposed to hit. You feel me? And I don't want nobody to say, man, that shit's trash. Turn that shit off. I'm gonna feel like, damn, what the fuck? Like, you
Yo,
feel
I
me?
mean, but I do see. I guess I do work a little bit different than that. I would say that I want somebody to tell me the truth for one. Like, I want them to tell me the truth. If the song is ass, let me know so that, because something I'm doing or something I'm hearing is way off. It's like when I showed you, I'm not gonna show you a song that I think is all right. I'm gonna show you one that I think is either really good or that's just on, like it's fire. So like because if I just have a song where I go, then I'm not putting that shit out. I'm not putting that shit out. It's not even. I'm not even making it filler. That gets put to the side. It don't get put in the trash, but it does get put to the side to be worked on later.
But that's the thing. You see, with me, I feel like I'll write something, right? I'll be in the mood for something, and then in that moment, oh shit, I like the song. I go to the studio for some reason. I can't execute or I don't execute. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It don't come out how it's supposed. And then I got people that they come around. Oh, it's a good song. It's a nice song. Ooh, you feel me? So I'm gonna put that shit in this filler. I'm not going to the studio wasting my time. You feel what I'm saying? And I tell myself, even if it's not good to me now, it'll probably like grow because I wrote it for a reason. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I thought it was good when I was writing it. You feel me? Like shit. And then I feel like with other artists, like I'm not saying don't tell me if I got a bad song. Yeah, I wanna know your opinion, but don't do too much. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't gotta be disrespectful. It's a way about going about things. But I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? You could tell me like, oh, I don't like that, you know, or this song sounded better, or this is that. It ain't, oh, that shit trash. You know what I'm saying? And then for me, I don't know. I don't want nobody to ever feel like they did anything or they tried something and that shit wasn't worth this while. You feel me? That's just me personally. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm very cautious of what I show people because shit, my shit worth this while. I want my shit to be worth something. I ain't just trying to. You feel me? And if I have a little, if it ain't coming, it ain't hitting. I feel it. Then I got some people that I want to turn around to and be like, hey man, was I tripping when I made this song? And does it sound okay? Yeah. Ooh, should I put that out? You feel me?
I definitely check against people.
I put it out to the world because I might not like it, but they might do. Who am I to tell you no?
Most of the time, I mean, honestly, most of the time, the number one hit, the surprise hit is not the artist's favorite song. They're like, yeah, that one's all right, but these are better. But that's not what the people say. The people decided that that is the number one song, not you. Because if you could pick that 100% of the time, shit, you got some type of skill that the best minds don't have because they can't pick 100% of the time. You know, like DJ Era said, he said, someone not liking your song doesn't mean it's bad, which is true. I mean, that's it. Not on them. Like it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it might be bad to them. And then again, that girl,
Music. You got so many different genres of music, and then so many people making them new. Like you feel me? It's so many different ways. Right? I'm not saying that I could hear a country song and be like, "That's nice," but I'm not putting that shit on my radio. Like realistically,
like
you
old
feel me?
country, like old country. I like everything. It don't even matter what type. Like as long as it's the hardest thing that for me to actually like was the newest in the hip hop genre. Like the drumless rap is the hardest thing for me to listen to because I love the drums. Like they drive me. So like to have none or to have it very light. Like I heard, I don't remember who it was, which artist it was. Said he's like, I don't know what it was, but that kick, I couldn't stand it. It was like the ugliest sound I ever heard. I was like, bro, hit you in the chest. Like, what? How you getting around it? You gotta have the kick in there. But he was talking about he replaces it with an 808. So I get it. But at the same time, no snare. Like all you got is hi hats at the best. Even then, they light. It's like nah, I'm not on that because I just need it for driving. So like, when it comes to your upcoming songs, like what do you got for the future? Like the next step.
Really? It's the
It's the what? Say it again.
I said to plan better.
Oh yeah, hey, that's crucial right there. Like, I talk to people all the time about that exact thing, which you need a plan. You should have a content calendar, and if you got it a month out, that means you got a month to make your next month's content.
When you yeah, I'll be hearing that, but when you be like when I'm in my whole little one too, my thing is I be feeling like right now is my time. You feel what I'm saying? Like if I was to think like damn, I need to make a month worth of content right now.
Yeah.
By tomorrow, I'm gonna be feeling like I need to be putting out all that content I just made.
You got the release disease. You want to get it as soon as you got it. You got to get it out.
A month later, nigga ain't finna. I'm not finna be feeling that. You know what I'm saying? I might get insecure about it. Like, I don't know if I want to put that out right now. Whatever the case may be, I don't know. Like I got a lot of content in my phone. A lot of content of me just recording, of me just rapping, of me doing something that I felt like was gonna go at the time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once the time passed, it was just like,
It was
like you
like the
said,
past.
old. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's not. I mean, to me, like again, like if it's new to, um, if it's new to somebody, like they ain't seen it, it could be 12 years old. Like there's songs right now that are getting by. They're 4 years, 6 years old. Like they're shooting up to number one because they happen to get on a reel and more people actually heard it. So like you never know what's gonna go and what's gonna blow you up, and that's where I feel like you gotta, you have a chance to put just for your own mental sanity because like if you go by the standards of what they want, like the TikTok wants you to post 5 times a day. That's how you max out on TikTok, 5 times a day. Now I'm not going to sit here and do that. Like I'm definitely not going to do it live. Like you want me to do that every day? That means that's the only thing I'm doing all day. Nah, hell no. But there's people that are blowing up because they know how to batch content. They're going to take this interview. Like I could split this interview if it's an hour long. or an hour and a half long, I can go ahead and split that into 90 different pieces, like minute long pieces, increments. Just cut everything else out. Those little videos brings them back. So like there's a ton of content in everything that you got. Like really, you ain't even supposed to go over, I think the magic number 22 seconds. Everything should be 22 seconds or shorter. So then you have a completion time. Because like all that shit goes into the algorithm. But that's not something that I feel an artist needs to worry about unless they're the one doing everything. A lot of independents are. But I feel you need a team. I don't think you should have to worry about all the minute details so that you can focus on the art. Do you feel like you've done that? Like, do you feel like since you're, it's you doing everything, you and your girl doing everything, like, do you feel like, if you had more time, would you enjoy your time, or would you, spend it doing another part of the craft?
Yeah, no, because at the end of the day, I be feeling like I need more time, or I want more time to do what I want to do, like the music and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Your goal is to do more music.
Yeah, most definitely.
That means that you want to be an artist. So that's, having to worry about like learn the algorithm and try and, cater to that. Whereas there's people that have been studying this stuff for years, they can get it done in no time, and then you can focus on exactly that. But of course, it takes most of the time. It takes bread. There ain't people just willing. There's not a team of people out there going, "Hey, I'm gonna do this for free." But
Yeah.
but it'd be nice if they were. But like, have you thought about that? Like, when it comes to building a team, have you thought about the needing a social media person, needing a manager, needing a tour booking agent, all these things, like all these pieces that got to go in, or do you leave that to whatever, or do you leave that to the future, like whoever falls in place?
See, I thought about all of that, and then my mom runs so crazy. For some reason, it just always seemed like it end up back at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta coordinate shit just so shit could get coordinated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'd be like, who gonna be doing my shows? How am I gonna find somebody to do I gotta find out how to do my own shows. I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I'll be thinking like, in order for me to get people in order for me to get people in those type of positions, I gotta know how to be in that type of position. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Already. In order for me to find agents, I gotta know how to find agents type shit. Like, you know what I'm
I do know, because I think that's the exact right answer, honestly. I think that knowing the business from the base and then being able to like hand that off to somebody is crucial. Like, you do need to know what they should be doing, so that if they're not, like, so many artists when they get signed, they be hiring the social media person, they be hiring the catering and all this shit, but they don't know how to do any of that stuff. So like when they give you a bill for $1,000, for $5,000, you're like, all right, makes sense. But you don't know what they had to do. Like, if that's their bill, if that's their charge, that's their charge. But like, you don't know if you're being overcharged. A lot of labels will purposely overcharge you for everything to keep, because you're paying for all of it. You just don't know it because you're like, I got my money. Like, they're worried about the rest. No, when they collect their money, they're taking that out of your, your percentage that you gained. Like, say you got, 20% even record. They're taking all that catering, all that shit, all the marketing that was out there, all these people that are around you. They're taking that out of your 20%. They're still keeping their part. So like, they try and run through all that so that you owe them, so that you can, you have to give them more content, more albums, more songs. Somebody was just telling me yesterday that he had seen an artist in the studio, might have been Remo, where they said they had already done 3 songs, and they had to do, before they could leave, they had to do 10 more songs. Like, they was running them like that. Oh, hell no. That's a lot of songs to be going through, no matter what your process is, if it's a freestyle into it or what. I don't care. That's a lot of songs.
in the studio session?
Yeah, 13 songs total in one studio session.
Damn. Them songs ain't gonna sound good.
That's what I say. After the first 3, you gonna get tight. I mean, I will say that, when Tio was out here and we were doing the suicide sessions, that's the reason he said that, because like, he was doing 6 songs a day, and he did it for 5 days straight. Like,
no, actually, when they doing these songs, is they in the studio all day, like 24 hours type shit?
Pretty much, yeah.
I
They
think
got
that's
food
what I
brought
think
back to them. They was getting food brought back to them.
I think that's what rappers be doing. I wouldn't say I want to do that per se. I always try to go in the studio because the studio costs money. I go in there with a plan, but I feel like that's kind of like what rappers do. They'll go in the studio, they'll record songs, and they'll spit as much songs out as they can possible to try to see if one of them gonna catch. You feel what I'm
Nope.
saying? And they do a lot of punching when they doing that.
Nope.
Like, don't be really like a thought out song. It just be off of like I don't know
You're right.
moves.
It's because they go in there, they freestyle, they punch in, they freestyle, they punch in. When you the very first time you came to my studio and you went in the booth and you hit that song all the way through, like just laid it out. That's probably the take that we still have is that same one. Like that is, that's impressive. That's what made me really, really like buckle in and go, yes, that's somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing. Because you very rarely see that in that level of what is that, professionalism. Like you very rarely see that in individuals because they're just like people coming over and wanting to smoke in the studio, drink in the studio, and they just want to hang out. Like, they're just looking to hang out in the space. Yeah, they might get in, they might like let's work on it a little bit. That's cool, all right, but that's not really why we're here because I got other things I could be doing. Like I could actually be working instead of just sitting here fucking off.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, don't get me wrong. I do like chilling and making music, but that's what we are doing. Like there is a mission to it. Like even if we're chilling, we're still making some music.
Nah, I just say coming from like where I feel like studio time isn't cheap. People charge like I could go to the studio and you know me, time deficit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The studio man don't care about time deficit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still gotta pay that bread. You know what I'm saying? We got no time to waste in the studio. Like we don't be having no time to waste in the studio. I'll probably set it up for 3 hours and get like an hour and a half. You feel what I'm saying? 2 hours at most. I still gotta pay that bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, no matter what it is, they expect their money because that's how they make their money, and it's a business. Just like being an artist. I mean, do you see it as being a business, or do you think that kind of point of view is bad for the artist side? Like you're thinking about the money too much rather than the art, or
No, not really. Cause at the end of the day, I do want to make a living off that, off it. You know what I'm saying? I do want to feed my family off this. So I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I just don't want to get too sucked in on the business side of it that I lose what I originally started doing this for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before I knew I could make $1 million off it. You know what I'm saying? It was just off the feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I be thinking about it on the business side a lot more now because I see you need the business side, even if you want to do this shit, period. You feel me? But I try not to like, you know what I'm saying, let the money drive me,
Yeah.
per se.
That's a good thing though.
I don't do nothing. Right now, I'm not doing nothing for the dollar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything literally, hey, what's up? Ooh. Yeah, 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 just to get my face out there. Just to have a good time too, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy what the music doing for me.
Yo, that's like do you ever do anything for the love? Like do you ever do shows for the love? You ever do anything for the love, or is it are you making money features, things like that? You still doing that for the the build up, or you charging for features?
I ain't charged not a soul yet, man. I ain't charged a soul yet.
Ooh,
And
that's crazy.
literally just, yeah. You wanna do a song with me? Yeah. Yeah. That's how that shit still feel like. People be inboxing me, yo, we gotta get on the song together. I be like, hell yeah. I appreciate that. And then 99% of the time, it's somebody like, and I don't mean to be no type of way because I be in my own bubble, you know what I'm saying? But it be people I'm not even like familiar with. Like I haven't even seen you before, you know what I'm saying? Not going on your page, you're a whole artist. Like, oh, you seen my shit, seen I was hard, and you wanna, yeah. Hell
So
yeah,
it's still, you
man.
take it as a like honor, like a matter of like yo, shit, that like they giving you you know, flowers on just asking you, right? Like
Yeah,
it's an honor to
like
be on this song. You want my song? You want my shit on your song? Good.
what's up? You want a float away verse? Yeah.
Oh, that means DJ Eris. I saw it already. Said I do she said she does everything for free and for the love, but don't tell anybody. Said I guess we're gonna I guess y'all are doing a song soon. That's what she said. Cause that's you know that's what I'm saying. Like people constantly like, especially when you see somebody talented, eventually it becomes all right. So I'm really booked up. I really can't. I ain't got time to. And they're like, well, I'll pay you. You know what? I can free some time up.
I think I could squeeze you in.
And that's you know that right there, getting paid for that. You know, instead of just being the honor to be on the song, then it's like, yo, fucking, you know, like you're gonna pay me to do it? Yes. Oh, got no mic. It said, Little Boy's recording has stopped. The hell? Take this time out to plug Heist Club. Remember, thievery needs Heist Club. Actually, hashtag Heist Club. So I did see, just so y'all know, I did see where there are two different heist clubs that are out there. If you haven't seen, give them love. One is a group out of France. They're doing I believe they're doing a comic and a cartoon heist club. So check them out. I don't know anything other than that. Like it's heist club, thumbs up. And then we got the other one was,
Hello.
yo, I got you.
My fault. You see me on
I see you.
I cut out for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, you was gone for a minute.
Oh my bad. Okay. My bad.
Side though, I was just repping Heist Club, and then I was gonna do a you know, a promo for it, but then I was like, I just want to let everybody know I saw two other heist clubs that exist. When you do hashtag Heist Club, there's two that exist. One is a cartoon / a comic book in France, and then the other one is a podcast that I believe went off air like 4 years ago or something. But like both of them, dope. Go check them out too. They just gonna lead back to this. So, big ups to everybody in the heist clubs. Did you think? What do you think of that being in that big of a group though? But you know, as somebody that I know that you're very I don't want to say private, but like I don't see you on with a bunch of people. Like you're not just bringing in a bunch of people.
Like I said, like when we were speaking, I don't know if you handpicked these people, but you chose a lot of good people. You feel what I'm saying? The energy was on. Like it was easy to work with people. It wasn't that frustrating. Everybody was doing what I feel like they were supposed to do. I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna say I never felt like, but working with that many people, I never imagined it. Not in a sense, not really, never imagined. It wasn't something I would think about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never think about being in the big setting around a whole bunch of people working on the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? It was a good experience. And yeah, I liked it.
I'm glad you had that experience because like it was crazy for me as well. Yeah, I do actually enjoy working with that many people. They were handpicked. Even if there was a backup, every single person was handpicked. Not for the part they picked. Now, how I let them pick their part and how everybody fell into the spots. If you were a backup, like you were backup, and so like you fell in that spot perfectly. Like it worked out so perfect because like it felt like every person that dropped from the project from the beginning, the person that replaced them was the right person, and that is crazy.
What do you feel like you would do differently, and what do you feel like you could have changed? I guess those are the same type of questions.
Kind of like, man, what would I do differently? So if I'm being real, I would do so much differently. I thought I had it planned all the way to the max. But then I didn't have a shoot schedule for every day. That would have been nice. Like going, hey, you're needed on set from this time to this time. That would have been real nice, you know, like instead of doing all that standing around for everybody, because that frustrated the
Yeah.
shit out of everybody. So, and I get that. Like, you know, I don't want to wait around either. I also do know that in Hollywood, like when they doing the movies and shit, you could be paid for an extra. You got 3 days where they pay you for 3 days, and you might get 10 minutes, like where you're actually doing something, and then the rest of it, you're done. So it could be on the last day, it could be on the first day, second day, any time of day. It's just when they need you. So like in the big leagues, that's how it works. And when we're balancing that many people, that's the other part, is like the next one is even bigger. The next one's gonna have 28 individuals going through it. So we got 21 artists performing, and then we got 8 producers. So like organizing that amount of people is gonna be even crazier. So I I don't know exactly how it's gonna work that way, but I know that if I have a shoot schedule, I have a shot list, and I have the generalities of what time they're gonna be there, that's gonna make it. I'm also gonna recruit more people as far as um on the back end, like behind on this side of the camera, so that we can do exactly what I was saying, which is set up. All right, y'all set this room while we're filming it here. Boom. When we're done in that room, y'all go ahead and take that room apart, because we could have been so efficient that we really only needed that location for 1 to 2 days, whereas we went through with the 3. So that right there, just the organization of it itself, that's how I would have done it. Also, on a kind of back end kind of way, um, I would have charged a $250 fee to all them people that didn't show up. That was supposed to, like, hey, if you didn't show up, then that's on you, but I need that 250. Because that shit that killed.
Everybody put a deposit. You get it back
Yes.
after the shoot.
Yes.
If you show up.
Because that shit was crazy. We had so many drops right there at the end, and this is just for the movie. Like, there's still people that are on the album that aren't on the movie, which I think is it's still cool. I wanted all the artists that was in the album to be on the movie, but like, it just don't work. Life kept lifing. So so I figure that next time I'm gonna make sure there's a level of dedication to it, so that they don't want to lose that 250. All right, cool. Then fucking show up, because like having to fill 4 spaces in 4 days, that was craziness. Like, that was hard.
$1,000. Let me
Yeah.
get that bread real
Yeah.
quick. So besides that, people not showing in the timing, what didn't you like about it?
There's not my own patience for situations not working out, because everything is so high strung the whole time, because we only had, like I said, 3 days to get all these scenes done. That is the part that I did not like. I did not like being so rushed and then not having the patience. Certain, like, I mean, I don't think I showed crazy frustration to anybody. I wasn't yelling like a crazy director type shit. Like, but I think that
you just passing through doing you.
I had to pass through many times. I felt like when we ended the last day, we wrapped, my feet were so, man, I had been on my feet for damn near 3 days straight. Like, I think I slept like maybe a total of 7 hours in 3 days. It was hard. It was hard. So I would space it out, but I know people got their lives. So that's where the shoot schedule comes into play. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we're gonna do a 6-day shoot, but we're only gonna need you on this. Space them out. Didn't like locations. Dealing with some of the other entities, like outside of this film, that was hard. That was rough. Dealing with some
Which
of the
locations you felt?
What's that?
You said other entities. I said which locations?
Oh, I'm gonna say that they probably ain't gonna see this. So I was I'm gonna say like the Crestview, the place that we shot this, the city was not the easiest, because we used to have a city manager, and I got to run around for like 2 months trying to find who the hell I get a permit to be able to shoot somebody on the street. Like, who's gonna give me the permit to do this? And nobody could give me an answer, because we don't have a city manager. So I just kept going through. Even to talk to the cops, it was difficult to do so. And not because I had a problem talking to them, but just because to get a hold of the right person to go, hey, you're the person they said was in charge of this. They're like, oh, I was? Oh, okay. Like, I think it'll be all right. That's pretty much the answer I got every single time I got to the final person. It was like, oh, okay. Like, they just gave the okay with no problems. It's like, oh, there's no formal process for this. So that was real frustrating. That whole process outside. I will say this though, it did lead to this one situation, which I don't know if I got to share with you yet, but uh, the city of Crestview, the person that was playing the city manager role, the person I finally got to, they said that they are now in a position of art and cinema of Crestview. So they said they're gonna put us on a premiere here in the city.
Okay then, no,
Yeah,
Tony, you ain't hit that.
that's
Yeah.
that shit made me feel good. It was like hell yeah.
Your sister keep calling. Call her, please. She keep calling.
Oh, yeah, it was very, very difficult replacing those people through. Um, but you know, it's all part of the thing. You got to be ready to pivot no matter what you're doing, whether it's music, whether it's a movie, whether it's your job. You got to be able to pivot. Like when something don't work the way it should, you're like, nope, just throw your hands up and go, I can't do anything. Hell no, we got a movie to make. Let's
So,
roll. The show must go on.
yeah, like,
So like,
so what is your main goal with all this? Like the
oh my god.
movie, the music, the artist management. Like, what is your
Yo, I'm doing everything I can to help everybody I can. So like I gotta do, you know, show people my show people what I can do so that they're like, okay, I believe you. You can't just, you know, you can't just say you can do it and then you do it. Uh you you out. I got no volume on your side. Are you on mute? Oh, you got a call. I bet you got a call. That's funny as hell. Um Fighter. I know, Drew. We gonna put him to work. What's up? You back? Let's see if we got volume. Nope. Yo, you able to hear me? We got you looking at it. We got you looking at it. There it goes. Um, so let's see this. Hell yeah, no islands. We're not doing no islands, DJ Harris. No, you can't even mention islands anymore. It's not allowed. But to make 100 mil, sure. It's not for the money though. It's not for me to make the money. Like, yeah, I want to retire one day, but that's on me, you know, to be able to retire. A real deal. Uh oh.
hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I can. That shit clicked off. What's your sandal?
It's good. It's good. Um, are you able to see me on this one?
Tony, I
Same
can't see
thing.
you.
It's funny because it's on live. It's going. I can see it. Which is just weird. That I can't, you know. Yeah, nah. The fucking what I was saying about
I was asking you what was your main, like, what was your goal?
oh, yeah. So to make my big goal is to help as many people as possible. That's my real goal in all of this is to bring up as many artists that I find talent in and be able to put them either, you know, either do everything in house, like that comes from videos, movies, recording, mixing, all the engineers, producers, putting all that together so that I mean, really, so that I can help other people because it was for me. Before, it was all for me. I was just literally building this thing so that I could do something. And I was like, yeah, but if I know how to do it and these people don't know how to do it, like I can actually help people. And by helping people, it's not completely self-serving though. Like, because I am helping people, but I'm also gaining off of it. Like I'll be gaining off of it, but it's not trying to be greedy. Like a lot of people that are doing that, like some of the people I taught, even I'm not even gonna call them out by name, but he's a recording engineer, and if you record at his studio, he owns the masters. Like he keeps them unless you pay for him. Like he has an exclusive recording contract, meaning that you can't record at any other studios. I was like, that's a record deal. He goes, no, because I'm not giving him any resources. What the fuck? Yeah,
And
like
if I pay, and if I pay you for the session, that's my masters anyway.
Yes, it is. It absolutely 100% is. Don't let anybody lie to you. If not only because you pay for it, because sometimes the studio will quote unquote pay for it or the manager will pay for it. They don't own that. It's not their intellectual property. So like, the studio definitely don't own it because once you paid for it, you paid for the service. Like when we went to the studio, like he's like, all right, so we gonna quit 15 minutes early so you master file. That's exactly what needs to happen every time an artist goes. You need to be getting the master files. Don't even play. Because like what ends up happening, honestly, is that people hold it for like ransom. They're like, let me keep your fucking your art, and if you can pay me more, then I'll go ahead and give it back to you. What? Crazy as hell. That's mine. You didn't do anything here except for press record. Like, stop playing. And although
Press record.
yeah, that does not make it yours. That's not your creative process. Your writing, the experience that you had to go through to be able to write it. Come on now. But people don't know because
He get your voice in tune, do everything you need to do, and you trying to steal it. Hell no.
and that because there's a bunch of snakes out here. There's a bunch of snakes everywhere you go. Opportunists just taking advantage of people. That's where it's like, so I want to help people. My long term goal is to be able to help as many artists as possible. But this project alone is so expansive that it goes 8 years, it's 7 years now in the future, but it's 8 year total project. It's all part of a larger project. I ain't gonna give it away just yet, but after the second one, they gonna understand it because next year's is the Seven Deadly Sins, so they'll get it after that one for sure. But like each project has its own that's a part. Yeah, it definitely has its own theme. I want to do some that are comedy, some that are drama. Like each one having its own genre. Like I would love to have more bands, more live instrument players come into it. Of course, that puts 5 people into the roles of things. So it's like, all right,
I'm not playing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing, man. All right. Whatever Tonyo put his mind to, he do it. Like
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. I really want to, like, I don't know if I told you, I want to be on like Tiny Desk concert type
Yes.
shit.
Yes. That's the goal right there. That is literally the goal.
That's gonna be hard, bro. That's gonna be hard.
But it happens though, because if you have that live band behind you, I know that there's an artist. Me and Drew actually met ourselves at Atmosphere. Like back in the day, I've been watching Atmosphere since like 2003, 2004, and like when he come through before, he always brought a live band to play the songs on the album. Which I don't know if they were recorded with a band, but I know that he would imitate the guitar scratches, everything. Like he'd bring it out live, and that shit was my favorite thing. Mayday, when they got signed, they're out of Miami. They came up and did the show. They're the only. It was a rap show. There's I think there were 6 different artists that came on that stage, and they're the only ones that had a full band. They put on the best show, like because it stands out. Like all that energy.
Of course.
So, I know that if you had a band behind you, you'd be on. That'd be a live ass show. That'd be a live ass show. So we need to find a band, is what you're saying, right?
Most definitely.
So that's what we doing. We looking for a band. Anybody out there want to try out? Make sure you hit.
You heard this little boy Tony. You hit up Shadow. You
Yeah.
hear me? Shadow Work Entertainment.
We doing the damn thing, man. And that's so to kind of round it out, because I know this is getting to be a long episode, which I never mind. Because long wind over here. So to round it out, you know how we end the show. You got anything to show?
Shit. Got a dirt bike.
I didn't mean show and tell. We got a freestyle. We got a new song. We got any acapellas, however you want to share it. Let's hit something.
Okay. Damn.
Put him on the spot.
Should I put the instrumental on? Nah, no instrumental, just acapella. Okay.
I mean, you can put the instrumental if you want to.
Tony, I don't know.
It's all on you. Is what you want to do. So in the meantime, while you're working on that, let's. Yeah, I'm going through the comments real quick. Yeah, I like that idea, DJs. Yeah, Music Island will be nice.
Music what? Say it again.
He said Music Island. He said, so when you asked me the original question, what was the goal? He said $100 million into buying an island to retire on. And I told him, I said, no islands. We can't do islands. You already done, established. That's ruined. One individual can ruin it all. Um, so like, but then he said music island. I was like, all right, now I can deal with that. Like, just nothing but music. Go off to an island, like a tropical island, and just do music with a bunch of people. I can fuck with that.
Most definitely. It's pulling up right.
That's cool. Fucking DJ Eris. That song. So word of advice to anybody out there. I don't know if they know, but if you put, and we actually experienced this with some Heist Club stuff. The gold brick, the logo.
Yeah.
So that gold brick, that was Faces that painted that, and since he painted that, it has blood on it, and the fact that it has blood on it and it looks so lifelike, they actually flagged the image and then took every single one other than the ones on the record on the it's J Stews and Ants and Philly, all the three that are out so far. All of their single covers have it on it. They didn't take those out, but every other piece of art that had that on it said it marked it or deleted it without ever letting anybody know. And then DJ Eris just said wants to get in on the Seven Sins because she's got lust. She said because she likes the word fuck. I was talking to her and she said she had said that one got pulled every time she put it up because she says the word fuck within the first 10 seconds or something. But if it's the first 3 seconds of a video and you smoke or you drink or cuss, then it actually either pulls it or drops it completely to the bottom of the algorithm. Just so anybody knows, don't do anything that you're going to do within the first minute if it's long form. Not started another part of the song. Just started a cuss word, evidently.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car.
Home and car insurance, or
Maybe. There's some money, man. Might get Geico up. Oh, whatever you that.
All right, so it said any F bombs inside 7 seconds has been shadow flagged. I'm not flagging it.
Let me know if you heard this one already. I ain't trying to do
Shit, we ain't heard it on this song, on this show. So,
was definitely okay.
mute my mic during that.
All right,
You ready?
we good about right now. Just real quick. So the way Tony on. Yeah. I say that just living my life. Check it. Look. Hey, they gon' hate when I do anything but follow them. I had to get this shit to God, learn how to call on him. I say that just living my life. And fuck the crowd, I'm trying to follow him. Can't let this foolishness fade me. Give thanks because my life been amazing. And even though this little bit driving me crazy, I give thanks for my lady and for this journey. Don't know where you gon' take me, but I've been sitting back and learning and applying it lately. And it's a lot for me to think about, like who I wanna be and what I need for me to make it out. Can't be inside these streets, so do I see for me a safer route? They got me stuck on beat beneath these M's inside my bank account. My trouble got me blanking out. I gotta learn to use this aggression. Only therapy I get is when I'm up inside this studio session. Life been rough and life been hard, but life been giving me lessons. And I've been giving shit to God and daily counting my blessings. Cause I done been through depression, I done been through rejection, I done gave my heart away, so I done been out here naked. They done left for nigga crumbs, I work with what I was left with. I was just sleeping in the car, I know I'm not. They gon' hate when I do anything but follow them. I learned to get this shit to God, learn how to call on him. I say that just living my life. And fuck the crowd, I'm trying to follow him. Can't let this foolishness fail me. Give thanks because my life been amazing. And even though this little bit driving me crazy, I give thanks for my lady and for this journey. Don't know where you gon' take me, but I've been sitting back and learning and applying it lately. Yeah. I say that just living my life. Can't let this foolishness fail me. Give thanks because my life been amazing. And even though the little bit driving me crazy, I give thanks for my lady and for the journey. Don't know where you gon' take me, but I've been sitting back and learning and applying it lately.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just on. That's just on. Yeah, dude. Every time you bring a song, I think that's my favorite song. That's how you know you fucking with somebody that's got skills. Is that every time you hear a new song, you're like, "That's my new favorite. That's my new favorite." So I think that's for now. That is my new favorite.
It was definitely.
Yo, like always, man. You got anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out to Shadow. You feel me? Most definitely. You should have been there. You feel me? It was a whole movie. No, shout out to my lady, man. Shout out to God. Big one on that one. You feel me? Yeah, shout out to everybody, really. I don't want to leave nobody else. Man. Shout out to everybody. Yeah,
That's how it's done. That's how it's done. I covered them all. Y'all can't say I didn't say it. Y'all can't say I didn't say it. Yeah. Yo, so that's another shooting the shits. Peace. Again, we're gonna be, hashtag Heist Club all day, every day. Y'all wanna get on it, like just type it in. Type it in. It's on everything.
Yeah, that shit coming, man. Definitely.
Sooner than later. We got our next single dropping in about it's 12 days. So we got 12 days before the next single drop, and then it's gonna be every single week after that, and leading right up to the launch. Hey, I need you. Speaking of, I need you up here for that premiere for sure. We gonna go big on that one.
Yeah, I'm nothing but like what skipping a hop a week.
That's it.
Might be late, but I'm on my way. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, well, let's get at it. I appreciate your time. I'm gonna get with you later. Just to everybody else, love y'all. Peace. Appreciate y'all in the comments. DJ Eris, Drew, Mom, Jessa, my wife, and everybody else that dropped a line. Appreciate y'all. Peace. Yo, just damn. I knew it was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna drop. Riverside.